Honors to our elders and apostles, a great millstone that do well. And we like to say peace and salutations to the Lord's elect. May these lessons be edifying to you, to Yahweh Shai's sheep. You know, and Tawadi Abba Shemel Shai for giving the inspiration to come out here in the highways, byways like we were commanded to do. And believe it or not, we are the true biblical Hebrew Israelites, so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, and those scattered abroad according to the diaspora. Hence why salvation has been opened up to the Gentiles, because those Gentiles are the Israelite foreigners that lost their way to who they are as a people. All right, that's why today African Americans don't have a statehood. You know, they're not recognized in international law. Okay, so the Lord is building us back to being a people, to being a nation. He's opened up a territory to us, and he's also building a government of his people right before the eyes of our enemies who have refused to let us go. All right? You got something?
Yep. This is the, actually, since you said that right there, let me get this. This is Jeremiah chapter 50 and verse 33.
Man, that's the spirit. I was literally thinking of that.
And it says, thus said the Lord of hosts.
Yep.
The children of Israel.
The children of Israel consist of the northern kingdom, so-called Latinos, Native Americans, Ecuadorians, Venezuelans, so-called Mexicans, so-called Argentinians, crazy Panamanians, Cubans, right? Those are the children of Israel, which also you have the northern kingdom that look like other nations as well. All right, keep going.
It says the children of Israel and the children of Judah.
Which Judah consists of Judah, Benjamin, Levi, which would be so-called Negro, West Indians, Haitians, right? Of those demographics, you are considered of the tribes of Judah or Southern Kingdom. All right, keep going.
And it says, we're oppressed together.
We're oppressed together. The word oppressed means authority with cruelty. Keep going.
And it says, and all that took them captives.
Yeah, let us know the audio is good too, Baba Kusha. Baba Kusha is pleased in Hebrew, which that proves we're coming back to being our own people, because now we're identifying ourselves as having a nation, having a language, and having a government and our God. So we're becoming quote-unquote a sovereign statehood, Tawada. We're becoming sovereign in the midst of captivity, because we are captive in Babylon. We are captive in the virgin daughter Babylon the Great. You have to understand that you are behind enemy lines, all right? We're behind enemy lines, and you got enemies within and without. You got portions of our own people, like the Maccabees. Matter of fact, let me get my sword too, since we out here. You got the water, brother. You got remember in the time of Maccabees, you had wicked Israelites that sold out to the ruling empire while we were attempting to maintain sovereignty. So we're only sovereign right now in the spirit. Can you finish Jeremiah and then we'll go to Maccabees? Were you going there?
Yeah.
Let's just finish Jeremiah, okay. Baba Kashah.
Back in Jeremiah chapter 50 and verse 33. And it says, and all that took them captive.
And let me say this, we're in a small sanctuary right now, okay? Ezekiel 11 and 16, we're a small sanctuary. And we're pleased with that, because you got a lot of our people that are big on numbers, okay? We're with the spiritual aspect of serving Yahweh Shemel Shai and what that looks like, all right? We're not here looking for a 1,000,000-man march to prove to these nations that we are our own standing power. No, we are being built up before the enemy's eyes, and the Lord is keeping us safe in this small sanctuary. You even see that with camps, with the brotherhood, with this truth, okay? Finish Jeremiah.
And it says, that took them captives, held them fast.
Took them captive. So we're in captivity. Hey, tell me the last time you went to work and you ain't leave saying this is some bullshit.
Right.
You know? The way the money system is set up, it's like a pool of fish that Esau's controlling the quantity of it, and he's controlling the pond. So if we all were together in the same money pool, by the third week, I probably would have the same $50 you've had twice over, okay? So the system is set up to not ever get ahead, but just to have more than the man to the left of you, right of you. That's the crab in the bucket mentality, and that's being functioned and funneled by the monetary system of this standing warlock witchcraft society of Babylon, which you pleasantly love to call America today.
Yep.
Okay? The whole money system is complete witchcraft. You got women shaking their body parts for $1.
Yeah.
You can't tell me that ain't witchcraft.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because imagine you going to work and they say, build this up and you get $1 an hour. They'll say, hell no, but you'll take $1 for being naked.
Yeah. Yep. And it says they refuse to let them go.
Yeah. They refuse to let them go. And we can't be let go through legalities. We're not let go through judicial system. All right? We are not, we have not been given a statehood status. Okay? We don't have our own territory. We don't have our own money, but we do have our own government now through the Holy Spirit. And not all the nation of Israel is going to partake in the government or the building of their government or withstand to be a part of that government.
Yep.
Okay? You got something?
I'm going to keep going. Verse 34, it says, their Redeemer is strong.
Right, our Redeemer, our King. While you vote, you mutants, you humans. What do he say? You Homo sapiens.
Your guns.
You sit here and you vote and you get your little stickers and I voted today, you know? No, we don't have a voting system. We operate under a monarchy and we have a king who is not only our king, but he's king over all you kings, and he's not only our Lord, he's Lord over all you lords. All right?
And it says, the Lord of hosts is his name.
Yep.
He shall thoroughly plead their cause.
Plead. Let's look that word plead up.
Got you.
Let's see if it goes into Mashapatya.
I got it in the hot spot.
Okay,
so
okay.
So this is the word plead in Jeremiah 50 and verse 34. Okay, and the word there, 1 second. It says to strive, to contend.
Oh, to fight.
To quarrel, yep.
To quarrel. Mm-hmm. So read that again now that we know what that word plead means.
Yep. It says, the Redeemer is strong.
Yep.
The Lord of hosts is his name. He shall thoroughly plead their cause.
He should surely fight for them. See? Well, because I was doing a lesson on it earlier, because you got Palestine that's now receiving statehood status. That's a big deal. But Jake don't have statehood status, and you keep calling yourself African American. 54 of Africa's states or cities, or however you want to put it, are acknowledged by the UN. Why is Africa not put you African Americans upon the board of table with the UN? You know? But you call yourself African American, but where is Africa coming for their citizens? Where are they at? That's why we laugh at Sadnetta and the Hotep community, which that's completely done. It's done away with, it's through, it's finished. But you had niggas really believing in sideways ponytails and hieroglyphics, man. I'm a Pan-African, you know? But in the real world, that doesn't work. In the real world, calling yourself sovereign, drinking bean soda and bean pies don't work, bro. Shit sounds good, may feel good for a week, but this system will get you. This system is set up to lock you in. This system can invade other countries through its monetary system. What you think it's gonna do with those that are behind its lines? You ain't free here. You got his money, you ain't free. Everything he has you do to be a part of society is really locking you in. That's why that mark is going to play a major key factor to your destruction.
And it says that he may give rest to the land and disquiet the inhabitants of Babylon.
Yeah, they need to be disquieted.
Oh, yeah.
You seen the latest Senate meeting or whatever they call it, but you had AOC, this so-called loudmouth Puerto Rican woman, with this loud, long-lashed black woman arguing with this lying back built white woman on an official floor setting of government officials, and Esau couldn't even control him. He had kept saying order in the court. So what do you think other nations are going to look at you as? Because what does Ephesians 6:22 say? Ambassadors. So these nations send ambassadors to Babylon for business endeavors, and then they walk into a room that looks like a Jerry Springer episode. You think that country wants to have any dealings with you? Is that it?
Ephesians 6 and verse 20. For which I am an ambassador in bonds.
Right, like we're ambassador in bonds. So we represent Yahweh Shema Shai. Now you may have men that try to put an ill name on us, but the Spirit always justifies us. But we as ambassadors or representatives of Yahweh Shema Shai are not here to have the ministry be blamed, you know?
It says, that therein I may speak boldly as I ought to speak.
Right. So now the Lord got on our spirit to speak boldly in the midst of our captors and oppressors, which Jake don't have a voice, okay? He gave you a voice through BLM, and he let every Mo and transmission in the city join in with you and your oppression, and now the black man's still on the street finished. But there's a whole multi-million-dollar organization that's claimed to be representing you, and you ain't seeing no fruit or benefits of it. The big black gargantuan big black woman got like 4 mansions, man. She got like 3 or 4 mansions with BLM money, and Jake still ain't mad, you know?
Well, you mentioned boldly. This is Wisdom of Solomon 5 and verse 1. Then shall the righteous man stand in great boldness before the face of such as have afflicted him.
Yeah, you break it down.
And made no account of his labors, right? That's what we're doing right now. You know, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shema Shai, by Hashem Kagodash, we are standing boldly and stiffly for the name of the Lord Yahweh Shai, right? That's why we go to the book of Ezekiel 37, it says that, you know, they stood upon their feet, you know, and also too, we can go to Revelation 11, I believe, it says that great fear fell upon them, you know, going in about these heathen, you know, the wicked elites, you know, these elite banker families. So they see us out here standing boldly, proclaiming that we're Israelites, proclaiming the name of Yahweh Shema Shai, and prophesying the downfall of his kingdom. Yeah. You know?
Hey, and you know what? It may look gloomy out, but in the spirit, it's a good day today.
Yeah, for us.
For us, you can feel it in the spirit. It's dark out here.
It's got dark.
It's like real dark out here. But you can look the light with us though, you know? Like it's real dark out here right now.
Hey, but guess what, bro? It's not nothing compared to the day of Yahweh Shai.
Exactly.
It's that Zephaniah says that the day of the Lord is going to be darkness, gloominess, trouble, distress.
Yep.
You know? Yep. So this is nothing right now. And why will it be dark? Because of those chariots. Just like Edris seen in his vision, he said a great mountain. You know? Yep. Because when you look at a great cloud and it spreads out, it looks like a big ass mountain. And what's that? A chariot. That fathership. And that's what Edris saw. So this dark right now, how much more in the day of Yahweh Shai, you know?
What'd you quote?
Zephaniah, the 1st chapter. I believe around like the 14th, 13th verse.
Yes. Yep. And also, too, it's going to be dark because the Lord can control it.
Exactly.
You know, the Lord made day turn into night not too long ago.
Yeah.
You know? But Jake coming back. He didn't find that market.
He probably got caught in the rain, said, fuck it.
Yeah. This is, we're in Zephaniah. Zephaniah 1 and 14. The great day of the Lord is near.
It said the great day of the Lord is near.
Yeah.
You know, and Yahweh Shai is coming back. It's not about to be something light. It's not about to be, you know, like some random, you know what I'm saying? Like about to be something great.
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
That's good. I'm here for a conference.
Oh, good, good. Well, we just out here preaching it.
Convention center.
Okay.
Okay.
That's good, brother. Right. Hey, the kingdom coming.
Hey, we coming.
Yep. Yep.
You reading about the show?
This is Zephaniah 1 and 14. The great day of the Lord is near. It is near and hasteth greatly.
Right, it's near and hasteth greatly. You know, and that's why, you know, and that's why he says that, you know, that we hasten in the day of Yahweh Shai. You know, because Yahweh Shai coming back to bring peace and righteous law and order back in, you know, the whole known globe, the universe. Because right now, under the inhabitants, the rulers, of this wicked ass world is wicked because Esau's ruling. Everybody's mourning. Everybody's subject to payments. Everybody's everybody's is a slave to debt because of Esau. You know.
Everybody mourning. It's the middle of the night. You know. Real quick, I'm gonna go back to Zephaniah, but since you said that, Isaiah 24:5, the earth also is defiled under the inhabitants thereof, because they have transgressed the laws, changed the ordinance, broken the everlasting covenant.
Right, so everything right now is discombobulated and out of fucking place because of Esau Edom, because of the head house of Edom. You know, the JOOs. You know, the Lord set them up. You know, the perfect devil for all this shit right now is going on today.
Corporatocracy.
Yep.
That's what you need to be aware of. While Jake is fighting to get on the Senate floor, you don't realize that corporations are the one that are funding them.
Right.
You need to be worried about Nabisco, bro.
Yeah.
You know?
Worry about those 6 corporations that you know, those newest media outlets, man.
While you crying about Joseph Biden time, he's being set up by the corporate elites.
Yep.
So the government ain't who you should be worried. The government. Yeah, now the government is hand in hand with the corporation, but you wouldn't have the government power seat without the funding of the corporation. It's like the mafia and made men.
Yeah.
You know, if you look at the mafia really models themselves after the corporate elites. You know?
Yeah.
They really do. And I remember Elder Pascabar going into the origin, but basically I think mafia goes back to the elites.
Oh, wow.
So Jake was just envying his oppressor.
Wow.
Yeah, so if you look into it, all the ways that mafia operates, the elites operate that same way.
That makes sense because, like, the mafia, they've been used, like, for example, like a laundromat.
A storefront.
Right, a storefront for something, you know,
bigger,
just like Esau. He may put a business right there, but it's for some NWO demonic rituals.
And he always has employees that are ready to die for that job, but really they're protecting the elite. You know? Now back in Zephaniah, you might read this, Baba John?
Yeah.
14, 15.
Zephaniah 1 and 14. It says, the great day of the Lord Yahushua is near.
Right, it's near. So what we're doing is we're measuring the stick of prophecy, and we're seeing where the height of it's at. Right, you know, years ago it could have been a 1/4 inch. You know, now it's becoming a 1/2 inch, 3/8. You know, 3/4. It's you know, it's if you look at a stick, it's going higher. It says, her sins have reached unto heaven. You know, so the measuring stick of prophecy has only been increasing. Now you got CBDC in talk right now. You have nations stepping away from the dollar. You got the keepers of the house trembling. You got people talking about how the dollar's going to collapse. They're finding out the only way you can make $1 is through debt.
Yep.
The only way you can make $1 is through loaning. Okay? So Babylon is completely done on a worldwide scale on a business aspect.
And it says, it is near and hastened greatly, even the voice of the day of the Lord, Yahweh Shema Shai, the mighty man, shall cry there bitterly.
Right, the voice. So the Lord is putting in our spirit to be the voice, to tell you, to fill you in, to give you the information, the news, break things down. Like the Jake, he came by, he was cool, but he said, we're doing a conference, which I'm assuming is for God and Jesus, yes, right. But the true conference is right here on the hedges, you know?
Verse 15, Zephaniah 1 to 15. That day is a day of wrath.
Wrath. It's going to be very wrathful, like out here. The Carmanians getting stirred up. And you know what's being used for the third woe? Nationalism. Okay? People are getting in a spirit of morale when it comes to their country, and they're ready and willing to defend it against an opposing party or threat that's infringing on their national sovereign rights for their territory. So things are heating up, man. All right? And it's only going to get hotter. And while the Lord is leading these governments and powers that be into a world war, The Lord is building a government up right in the eyes of the enemy. And I'm going to keep saying that as long as the Spirit's on me. Because that's the prophecy in Isaiah the 9th chapter. So the brothers out here in camps, we're spiritual official government.
That's right.
Camp leaders, we're a government. Second in command, we're a government. Okay? So this is big business here. Spiritual business. There's something being built. What you got, bro?
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 19, verse 2. And I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians.
Yep.
And they shall fight everyone against his brother and everyone against his neighbor. City against city and kingdom against kingdom.
Yeah, and that's starting right now. The fight is going political right now. But it's going to go from political to physical. So you got different ideas and ideologies that are being brought forth and passed that other people are opposing. Other Edomites are against other Edomites. So you're seeing the spirit of civil war back in the air. But it's not only going to be a civil, it's going to be a national. It's going to be a continental war. It's going to be a world war, you know? And remember, the Egyptians are Edomites, but Magog are Edomites too. The beast right now is acknowledging Palestine as a state. Do you know that? NATO is now acknowledging that Palestine is a state when it comes to United Nations. So if you are recognized as a state to United Nations, you now have the right to defend yourself from genocide. So that means they're giving them legal right to get allies to fight against Amalek, which is going to bring Babylon into the third woe. So it's happening, man.
Back in Zephaniah 1 and 15. A day of his trouble and distress.
Yep, Jacob's trouble, distress of nations, perplexity, okay? And people right now, they're real cool, but wait till they have adversity. That's when they don't play themselves as cool. You know, in the movie, when Esau got the slick hair, then he gets his feathers ruffled, he gotta fix it back again.
Yeah.
That's how he's gonna be. He's gonna have to get his hair together, get his suit. They're not ready, man. It's easy right now because it's coffee, corner of the market, and suits on. So it's easy right now for them. Gas in my car, women at my house, money in my pocket, job waiting for me. But when things start getting shaky and rocky, and this self-proclaimed image of success is stripped from you because reality has walked in the room, synonymous with the name of prophecy, now your whole outlook at life is going to change.
Right. And it says, a day of wasteness and desolation.
Oh, wasteness. Ishashua. Right? Wasted away is he. It's time for him to get wasted. Because hasn't he wasted nations, make places desolate? You know? Well, now you wasting time. You actually on borrowed time. You know?
That remind me of the scripture that says the waster to destroy.
Yep.
One about the nukes, and he saw praying, being that smith that blows the coals in the fire.
Yep.
So him, praying, that these nukes, and being that great sword, that sword's gonna fall on him at the last.
Yes. So he created a sword to embody his name.
Right.
You know, wasted away is he. So he's got a sword that represents his name, and when he swings it, it's going to be a detonation, you know? And Shalom, Yahweh Ba'Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'Hashem, HaKadosh Barakatham. To you brothers and you few sincere sisters tuning in, keep fighting that good fight, man. And keep rebuking those fiery darts. Don't give in to them.
That's right.
Keep going.
And it says, a day of darkness and gloominess.
Right, like you were saying. So the darkness is also going to come from the missiles.
Yep.
Okay, they're going to block out the sun.
I'm sorry.
In the movie Matrix, he said, we don't know who struck first, but basically them sending the bombs created a dark cloud over Babylon and it blocked the sun out. You know? So this thing is real. And they're showing it right before your eyes. And the information is only getting juicier. You got Waka Flocka inviting Donald Trump to his next concert. I'm laughing. You gotta, Wendy's is now giving out a 1-cent burger. Can you get that in 2nd Ezra 15? You know where it says victuals is so good and cheap? You could put in victuals, KJVA. Keep going.
And it says, I got a quick precept about the sun, right, about the missiles.
Yep.
This Joel 2 and verse 10.
You break it down.
It says, the earth shall quake before them, the heavens shall tremble. The sun and the moon shall be dark, and the stars shall withdraw their shining. So not only is the chariots, gonna block out, the
16 and 21,
the light, the sun, but also too, these nukes. It's like arrows, like the movie 300. Remember?
He said we will fight in the shade.
Yeah. Yep.
Then he was laughing because that statement became true. Which we'll be fighting for our salvation in the shade of the missiles, waiting to be delivered out. Because when the deal goes down, the only thought in your head is expecting the Lord to deliver you up. Was that it on your precept?
Yeah.
All right, you got that? Read that.
This is the book of 2nd Edges, chapter 16, verse 21. Behold, victuals shall be so good, cheap upon the earth, that they shall think themselves to be in good case.
Now, who's going to think themselves to be in a good case? Let's start it from the top. We'll break it down together. Read it again, brother.
Behold, victuals shall be so good.
Now, what are victuals?
Victuals, I'm assuming that it's like things that you buy.
Food. Food is victuals. So right now, Wendy's is offering yet again a 1-cent burger, right, on National Hamburger Day. Once again. Now that's cheap. That's very cheap. But what first thing comes to mind is Revelations about the black horse, where it says a day's wage will cover a barley. I'm roughly paraphrasing, but basically hyperinflation. So hyperinflation soon going to come to Babylon. But right now, victuals are so good and cheap that, Raj, read it again.
Behold, victuals shall be so good.
So we'll read it like this.
Cheap.
So food is so cheap that it's 1 cent that Babylonian people think that they're in a good case. See? So watch, read it again.
Behold, victuals shall be so good, cheap upon earth,
that
they shall think themselves to be in good case.
What? But keep going.
And even then shall evils grow upon earth.
So you got a 1 cent burger over here, but you got a 1% chance of living over there. Things are happening, but these people receiving these cheap victuals, they're feeling like they're okay, but they're not okay. You're in a trick bag. It's going to go from 1 cent to 100. Oh, and then in the same breath, now Babylonians are saying because the price of fast food is so high, they're considering it a luxury. So because a Whopper now is $18, the price you pay for it, now you think it's exquisite, So date night, #BK, right? You want to go somewhere expensive.
Is that the one you want in Revelation?
Yeah, read that real quick, and then we're gonna go back into 2nd Ezra.
This is Revelation chapter 6 and verse 6. And I heard a voice in the midst of the 4 beasts say, a measure of wheat for a penny, and 3 measures of barley for a penny.
Now read that in the NLT.
Okay, got you. Revelation chapter 6 and verse 6 in the NLT. And it says, and I heard a voice from among the 4 living beings say, a loaf of wheat bread or 3 loaves of barley will cost a day's pay.
Boom.
Sheesh.
Will cost a day's pay. Now, on average, what's a day's pay for a New Yorker? On average, I'm gonna say around $100.
Yeah, about $100.
I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah.
You average at most about $500–600 if you're on the books. You know what I mean? So you would say about $100. So a day. So the price of to make bread and soon come is gonna cost over $100. That's hyperinflation. See? So that proves the dollar is losing value. So now you need more of that same dollar to buy one of that same product. So in 1907, what a dollar cost, in 2007, it took 21 more of them to equate to that $1. So this is only rising. As money as much money was being made throughout the years, the same amount of debt was created. Because more money, more debt. You cannot make money without debt when you go into the monetary system. So every bullet costs money, every weapon, everything, it costs money. So this place is about to enter scarcity.
Big play.
It's about to enter scarcity. Ration points is going to be divvied out. You're not going to be able to go and get 5 packs of meat for $20 anymore. You know? Oh, welfare. The government, EBT shutting down. Migrants taking over. Chicago's a fucking war zone, man. You know? Chicago's a straight war zone right now. And Esau is using the migrant jakes against the homeborn slave jakes.
Yep.
I got you.
You are. Thank you.
You gonna read what you got something?
I was gonna go back in Revelation.
All right.
But that was it. It says a loaf of wheat bread or 3 loaves of barley will cost a day's pay.
Damn.
And guess what? People, they're not gonna pay for that, man. You know what I'm saying? People are gonna be looting one another, you know, and spoiling, you know, their neighbors. And it says,
well, there's a precept for lack of bread.
Yep.
It says they'll be invading one another for lack of bread.
Yep.
Do you know that there's a executive order for the military to take food when war breaks out? So they're gonna take your food. Okay? They got documentaries of what it takes to feed 4,500 military men in 90 minutes. So that's a lot of mouths to feed. And then you're gonna have war going on? So you think soldiers are gonna lack bread in that day while useless eaters can sit back here with their fucking feet up? Nope. Are you kidding me? Esau's gonna lose it when his own government treats him like a nigga. Remember that airport arrest scene when the Edomite was getting arrested by the cops and he said, "You're treating me like a black person"?
Yeah, yep, I remember that.
Everybody gonna be treated like they're black in Jacob's trouble. All right?
And it says, and don't waste the olive oil and wine.
Right, but when you go into it, hurt not the oil or the wine, meaning the truth. So let this truth have free course, you know? Don't be up here trying to hinder the ministry or quench the spirit, because the Lord will out your ass and you will be shown the exit, you know? There's a great gospel that's being preached right now. It's like in the time of Nehemiah, we had to build and hold swords. You know, it was like the hammer here and the sword there. Shame on you. Israelites should be united in the spirit right now, but we know that you're not, because there's a prophecy of 2/3. It's basically like Judas had to betray Yahushua, so you got 2/3 betraying the elect, if you will. You know, spying out our liberty, hating without a cause. You know, there's many different avenues: heresy, blasphemy, the Holy Spirit, backbiting, conspiring, gossiping. Okay, and the Lord has got everybody's number, so everybody's going to get their exact measurement for the works that they put in, whether good or bad. Did not Cain receive a reward for the works of his sacrifice? His ass got banished. And speaking of banished, Esau's about to get banished. We're entering a new era. The era is an acronym, Edomite Removal Act. All right? We're into the new age. What you got, bro?
Quick one. Just landing back off the about the day's pay. This is 2 Ezra 15 and verse 19. 2 Ezra 15 and verse 19. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread.
So that proves that the government ain't going to confiscate every single gun in Babylon, because the prophecy says that you're going to have Egyptians, Edomites, Babylonians. They're going to be fighting, and so much they're going to have enough sword power, gun power, to destroy their neighbor's home to take their what they're lacking. So it's going to get crazy out here. Its judgment is going to rain like this precipitation right here.
Right.
You know, Babylon already feels like Gotham. You know.
And it says, and
where the hell is the Palestine protesters at? Y'all only come out when it's nice out.
Well, shit, they out there in these fucking colleges and shit. And then you had it was an article on naturalnews.com saying that these protesters, it may spill over into the streets of Babylon this summer.
Good.
So Lord's will that shit happens, man.
Good.
Babylon got to be shooken up. It's been too quiet.
So maybe Lord's will is going to be a nice, summery, 75-degree summer where it ain't too hot, it ain't too, it's perfect fighting weather.
Right. With a good ass breeze.
Right.
That's
nice
perfect.
sunset.
Yeah. And it says, and for great tribulation.
Oh, you got Trump right now bringing out niggas. All right. So Trump says, "Shout out my niggas." Sleepy Eyelid. Whatever. What was his name?
Chef G.
No, the other one. You seen that video? He said, "Make America great again." He should have took a bullet for Trump.
We know what that is. That's real quick. What's that? Isaiah 31.
You know what that is? That's we have no king but Nero. Remember they said we have no king but Caesar? Yeah. We have no king but Nero. You got it?
You want that real quick?
No, get what you get.
Isaiah 31 and verse 1. Isaiah 31 and 1.
Oh, I like this chapter.
Woe to them that go down to Egypt for help.
Yep.
And stay in horses.
What you're going to have majority of Jake doing. Because they don't got a statehood. So they need what? They need help from the state. Remember that growing up? What did Jake get? They got government assistance. Or the state helped them. State funding. State housing, right?
Oh, shit. My hotspot, they fucking turned off.
Right.
I still use the app.
Okay.
I just can't go online.
Okay.
Right now. And it says, oh, there we go.
Okay.
It says, and trust in chariots.
What are the chariots? The Hellcat? No, like the military.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The military. Because you got Hebrews and Hellcats right now. But, the military. Keep going.
And it says,
because in war, cavalry was extremely important. So if you had 5,000 footmen, but 2,000 men of cavalry, oh, you could flank them, chase them down, Keep going.
And it says, because there are many.
Get Matthew 10 and 20. Read that one more time.
It says, and trust in chariots.
Let me know when you get it.
Because there are many, and in horsemen, because they are very strong, but...
You got it? Hold on, brother. Hey, so for the bro, Armageddon, which Armageddon is coming, right? He said this brother has a high spiritual IQ and understands optics. No, brother, it's Yahweh Bashem Al-Shai, Bashem Rakakwadash, that's pouring out on our spirit. Read that loud.
This is the book of Matthew, chapter 10, verse 20. For it is not ye that speak, but the spirit of your Father which speaketh in you.
Boom. So, hey, Rakateh Yahweh Bashem Yahushai Bashem Rakakwadash for pouring the spirit out on us for our sheep to be edified. So that proves that we're being moved in a right spirit. So we're leading you to Yahweh Shai.
Right.
So it's all good, bro. We love you. It's all good. But it's the spirit that's moving us so that Yahweh Shai's sheep could be fed so that we can fulfill the prophecy where it says wisdom and knowledge will give us stability. So we'll be spiritually buoyant. When Yahweh Shai told Peter to walk on the water, when that flood comes in and Jacob's trouble, we will be as Peter walking on the water. And Yahweh Shai will sustain our faith.
Right.
So we always got to give glory to Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. Because he said, I'll send you the comforter, and he'll teach you all things. We was niggas in the world, bro. We was Gentiles in the world getting tatted up, shouting out BMs. We was nothing, bro. It was the Lord, through the prophecy of Ezekiel 37, he raised our dry-ass bones up. He put us up on a level, So this is all for us to glorify our power through the only begotten Son, the Lord and Savior, our Lord and Savior, and we acknowledge him through the Rakakwadash, So Barakateh Yahweh, Barakateh Yahweh Shai. All right, let's go back.
Back in Isaiah 31.
Because you got other guys, you got other guys missing the mark. You seen Nate with his Rockaware hand gesture, right? He had he throwing up hand signals, bro. And his congregation ain't deaf. Well, they don't got ears to hear, never mind. Keep going.
Isaiah 31 and verse 1.
Yeah, from the top, please.
It says, woe to them.
Whoa, what's woe mean?
Destruction.
Destruction. Black Rob will tell you. He said, my car is woe. My girl is woe.
Right.
I'm woe.
He died actually.
We all woe.
Right.
Right? He ain't know what he was saying. He was saying all this is nothing, you know? And who came and picked him up in the Lambo truck? P. Jenkins Diddy. Didn't he?
Oh,
Then it wasn't Diddy that picked him up. See? And you know where he took him.
Back to that party.
Black Rob blacked out. Keep going.
And it says, woe to them
Slack
that
here.
go down to Egypt for help.
And what's Egypt? Kratazah, Exodus 20 and 2. Please. What's Egypt, Kratazah?
The house of bondage.
It's the house of bondage, our slavery, our captivity. You know, I went to work and I damn near slipped up. He said, I need this done, that done. I'm going to say, yes, master. I mean, I got you. I got you, bro. You got it? Read that real quick.
This is the book of Exodus, chapter 20, verse 2.
Yeah.
I am the Lord thy power, which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of
Bondage.
bondage.
Boom. So we're in bondage. And the lashings now, they're through legislation. They're through holes in our bag. They're through taxes. They're through debt. They're through being denied loans. You know, they're through renting offices. So we're still getting beat down in bondage and submission while opportunities being dangled before our face and thick black and white women are dancing around in success.
Yep.
As they sit here and say, nah, nigga, what's in your bank account? What you fucking Capital One? What you want to know? What's in my wallet? You know what I mean? It ain't in my money. It ain't in your money. It ain't in your own money, man. It's a conveyor belt. You just grab it, you hold it, you give it back. You grab it, you got to work for it, you fight 40 hours, you got a couple more. Then you throw it all back into the system. It ain't your money, man. Fucking Jake. My money, I want it now. It ain't your money.
Right.
This ain't your country. This ain't your government. You're behind enemy lines and you're finished in the mind. You have no idea how much of the serpent's venom is deep within you. It's so deep, it's in your spirit now.
Back in Isaiah 31 and 1, and stay on horses.
Yep.
And trust in chariots.
But didn't it say, didn't it say I seen servants upon horses and princes walking the earth?
That's right. Yep.
So the princes are walking, but the Wadi Abashai, we ain't lying down though. Because it says they got raised up. So yeah, we may be walking on the side of this power, but we ain't through being downtrodden by it. Remember the Roman Empire stamped the residue? Well, now the Lord got our spirit where he said, Jeremiah 1 and 17, real quick, where he's making us a brazen wall. Did we ever read the small sanctuary?
No, I got it right here. I got you. Want that real quick?
Yep.
This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 11 and verse 16. Therefore, say thus said the Lord.
That's Ezekiel 11 y 16. All right?
Yep.
11:16.
Yep.
For the northern brothers. See, we speaking in tongues to you. Keep going.
Ezekiel 11 and 16. Therefore, say thus said the Lord power.
What'd he say?
Although I have cast them far off among the heathen.
Meaning we have no common dwelling place. We have no continuing city. But we seek one to come. Okay?
Kingdom.
A kingdom is coming for us.
Eternal kingdom.
You know? And we carry ourselves in a humble manner, but we have a standard that we live by, and the one infraction we don't take is disrespect. We don't disrespect ourselves with society in the flesh. You know, we don't indulge ourselves in niggerdom.
Oh, hell no.
We understand that we're being put in a position of power that can only be seen and manifested through the Spirit. Keep going.
And it says, and although I have scattered them among the countries.
I scattered them among all the nations. Insomuch these nations are now united in a crafty counsel to keep you from being identified as a nation. Ain't that something? Ain't that something? United Nations, crafty counsel, keeping us out of the limelight of acceptance to international rights as humanity. You know? You got Palestine being acknowledged as a state so that they can have the right against genocide, but no one has talked about the genocide of Jake since the conception of we've been here. No one is bringing that and no one's addressing it, but the prophets of Yahweh Shemel Shai. You know?
That's right. And it says, yet will I be to them as a little sanctuary in the countries where they shall come.
Right. Are we not a little sanctuary?
Yeah.
It's only a couple, it's a handful of us out here. We're tucked away. We're under this covering. It's raining out. We're in Babylon. But the Lord still got a spirit on us to push. What he's saying, 300, then we marched. So we're marching in the spirit. All right? We don't need to be like these mortal-ass mutant people and go in front of the town hall in front of some puppet with high blood pressure who don't know shit, and he's just set up to be there talking about no justice, no peace. Nigga, you talking to a puppet with strings on. You don't got no intellect how the power system works. You don't know how governments work in Babylon. You don't know the deep web of lies, of paperwork you gotta go through just to be acknowledged to get a ballot. You're through, man. That's why he keeps it from you. He makes places of power confusing to get to keep you from it. It's confusing as hell to be a doctor because he wants to keep you from it. Being a lawyer, being a judge, he keeps those things away from, not saying that if you do it, you'll change regulations, but those are quote unquote power positions in Babylon that you have no say within, but don't forget to vote. You know? Don't forget to vote.
I got a question for y'all.
Yeah.
Y'all ever heard of the CSL plasma?
Yeah, where you donate?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know where the closest one is?
I don't, brother.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I don't.
Yeah.
They down here, those bloodsuckers are looking.
I know there's one on Dooley Avenue, but I don't start walking all the way
Right.
over there.
I really don't. If I did, I'd tell you, bro. Yep, the time is 2:06. Yep, be safe. Yep. Read that
I
again.
got a quick one.
Matter of fact, that's the spirit. This place got you beat so low that you sell body parts for money, man.
It's a fucking plasma, bro.
Fucking body parts.
For money.
We're not even gonna go into it because that's a big market for him. But hey, he came up cool. Who am I to call him common or unclean?
I believe it.
That could have been a Jake, man. He like straight up Edomite, but the spirit on him was to deal. Who are we to call? Get out of here? But I'll say this, Esau or not, Jacob or not, we all catching that same spoon of bullshit from Babylon. You all tasting it. We all in the barrel. It's like Rebecca's womb. We all fighting again, right? You all fighting again in Babylon.
Like that song by that Edomite. He said, bullshit pay.
Yup.
No?
That redhead.
Yeah.
The rich man of Richmond. But he's, you know, you good? He's sighing, he's crying, and them curses creeping up on him. Like a drunk nigga at night going to meet his lady, you know, he creep up in bed. That's how the curses is coming on you, bro. Yeah.
Quick one. Land backing off the small sanctuary. This is Isaiah chapter 1 and verse 9. Isaiah 1 and verse 9. Except the Lord, Yahweh Shema Shav host, had left unto us a very small remnant, and that remnant is the elect. We should have been as Sodom, and we should have been like unto Gomorrah, right? Because, you know, because ultimately, if it wasn't for Yahweh Shai dying on that cross, you know, and dying for us, you know, for our sins, we'll be through.
Let me say this. If it wasn't for Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai,
Excuse me, right.
because Yahweh set Yahweh Shai.
Right.
And that's why Yahweh Shai said, I came to do my Father's will.
Right.
So we glorify Yahweh Shai, but we glorify Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai.
Right.
You know, but you're right, but you know, make your point.
And then on top of that, then, you know, the Lord Yahweh gave Yahweh Shai the elect, you know, the Alahayim, right?
Yep.
So it's like without the elect, you know, having to be like being raised up and things of that nature, the whole nation of Israel will be done. Because why would the Lord, you know, destroy the elect? Yep. You know, so if it wasn't for, you know, the Lord doing these things, we'll be through. You know.
Mm-hmm. What you got?
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 64, verse 6. But we are all as unclean things,
Yep.
and all all our righteousness are as filthy rags.
You got to read that again. Jake need to understand that. Talking about get you fringes, come back to the law. We've done all that and we're still considered filthy because why? We're in the sinful flesh. So that's a good scripture.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 64, verse 6. But we are all as an unclean thing, and all our righteousness are as filthy rags, and we all do fade as a leaf.
Yep.
And our iniquities, like the wind, have taken us away.
Woo! So now we're being brought back. So in this position, we have to seek the Lord not only where he may be found, but also 10 times more. And the only way you can seek the Lord 10 times more is going to be through sincerity. So where were we at?
Isaiah 31.
And then where did you go to before that?
Ezekiel 11:16.
And then where were you, Kradazaba, before that? What was the precept?
You had me go to Jeremiah 1 and
17.
Yeah.
Yes, let's get that. Read that. Thank you. You know, you got a point to make.
Okay.
You want me to read?
Yeah, 1 and 17.
This is the book of
And
Jeremiah.
18.
Jeremiah chapter 1, verse 17.
Mm-hmm.
Though thou therefore gird up thy loins and arise and speak unto them all that I command thee.
So we got to man up. You know, you may be tired, maybe under the weather, maybe battling something. And those maybes are not maybes, but guarantees. Yeah. But we say maybe because it may be not happening for you right now, but it will. But within that, you got to have that 2 Timothy 1 and 7. He's not giving me the spirit of fear.
Yep.
But read that from the top again.
Got it.
This is the book of Jeremiah chapter 1, verse 17. Thou therefore gird up thy loins and arise and speak unto them all that I command thee. Be not dismayed at their faces.
And Jake be having them looks. Give the nigga a screw face with a bandana, you might get shook. Right? Right? Because Jake is a master of intimidation. Mike Tyson, right? He was a master of intimidation because he got it from his trainer. What was his name, Kradazar?
Cuz the Amato.
Yeah, which he was perfect at that. Which proves that little pit bull was a Jake too. But Jake has a spirit of intimidation. Like in the animal world, an animal will intimidate you even though it can't beat you to keep you away.
Like a cat.
Right.
A cat hisses, but it makes the sound of a snake
Right.
to get you to back off from it. But come on, we can hurt, you know.
Yeah.
Do this. Damage a cat.
A moth,
Yeah.
its wings, when it spreads them, look like a bigger creature than it is. See? So Jake, they got this spirit to intimidate you so it don't go to the next level. And the last step of intimidation for Jake, watch, hold me back. The last, say it again. That's the last step. Right? That's the last step of him trying to intimidate you so it don't come down saying Jake ain't a head buster. But for the most part, the Lord got Jake sliders now. So they don't got that spirit of merge together and break shit up. But it's coming. But right now they just intimidators.
They're bluffers.
Yeah, they're bluffers.
That's why it says make your face flint against their face.
Exactly.
And Ezekiel, you know, because Jake, like you say, they are intimidating, but don't let that sway you. You
Right.
know, you got to call Jake bluff.
Right. Read again.
Verse 17. Though therefore gird up thy loins and arise and speak unto them all that I command thee. Be not dismayed at their faces, lest I confound thee before them.
Keep going.
For behold, I have made thee this day a defense city, an iron pillar.
So we're a defense city in the spirit. Now we're standing out here, but we have faith that it's Yahweh Bashim outside that's going to protect us. Just like in Jacob's trouble. So right now, we're showing our faith by our works, but that's how the protection is going to come in Jacob's trouble, how we're working out our salvation through faith, you know? So we have to believe that the Lord's with us. Otherwise, why would we be standing out here? You know? Keep going.
For behold, I have made thee this day a defense city and an iron pillar.
Wait, but it says in Hebrews 13 and 14, what's it say? We have no continuing city. But then the Lord just said, we're a defense city. See, so in the spirit. That's what, you got it?
Yep.
Read this real quick.
Hebrews 13 and 14. For here have we no continuing city.
Right, like Jake, oh man, all we got is the hood. Oh, they got the suburbs. Word, Avenue D. Word up, Old Block. They don't have nothing. But we have something in the spirit. That's what the Father, through the Son, is bringing us back to. We're not in a time of conquesting carnally like Joshua. Like, okay, now we got Boston. Now we're moving down and we got Wisconsin. No, we are conquering in the spirit. Doesn't it say we are conquerors?
Yeah.
But we're conquering in the spirit. It's spiritual war. So it says we have no continuing city, but what?
But we seek one to come.
Boom. But the one to come that we seek is the one that will be built back in the land that was promised to us through our fathers. All right? So now is not the time to be trying to build up communities and band together. No, we don't got a continuing city. You may have got a couple brothers, y'all link in, y'all got your own little thing you do, that's different. But us as a nation, we don't have a continuing city. But we as the hopeful elect are seeking one to come, which will be New Jerusalem, which will be the elect, which will have the heathens build up that which was destroyed. So read that again.
For behold, I have made thee this day a defense
City. So we're a defense city, but we look like we're assed out. We don't have a specific territory. We don't have a specific government. We don't have a specific people, but yes, we do. We are who? We're the people of Yahweh Shem Shai. What is your territory? Oh, territory, Ezekiel 5 and 5. What's our territory? Our territory is wherever we're at. This is us right here. Then when we leave, remember, we are whatever we're dwelling. Yahweh Shai said when 2 or 3 are gathered, there I'll be in the midst of them. You got it?
Ezekiel 5 and 5. Thus said the Lord power, this is Jerusalem. I have set it in the midst of the nations and countries that are round about her.
So this is Jerusalem right now. Wherever the brothers are at doing videos and the brothers and sisters that are watching and listening, we're spiritually in Jerusalem. And while we're listening and learning, we're also being defended. Okay? But to have an actual city right now, no, we don't have that. And we're not looking for it because we know it's coming through prophecy. So back to Jeremiah.
and an iron pillar and brazen walls against the whole land, against the kings of Judah, against the princes thereof, against priests thereof, and against people of the land.
See? So the Lord is protecting us from these wicked Israelites that are in high positions, these wicked chief priests that are in so-called self-proclaimed high positions. And let me just say this, since it's on my mind, for someone to call them a chief priest, well, we serve the high priest who's Yahweh Shai. So what the fuck is a chief priest to a high priest? You know? What are you talking about? Was that it on that? Excuse me for my language, you know? Excuse me for the language that was beaten into me.
I got it.
Yeah, what's the last verse?
And they shall fight against thee,
Uh-oh.
but they shall not prevail against
So
thee.
they're going to fight. They're going to fight against us. They're going to plot. They're going to conspire. They're going to lie. They're going to gossip. But what? They won't fucking prevail.
For I am with thee, saith the Lord, to deliver thee.
Exodus 14 and 14, please. The Lord said, I'm with you. Okay? So the Lord's with us. Yahweh Shem Shai is with us, and we believe that through faith and hope. Look, 144. Oh, Christopher, Christ, anointed. You know? Yeah, we take whatever we could get out here while we're in hell. You got that?
This is the book of Exodus, chapter 14, verse 14. The Lord shall fight for you.
He what?
And ye shall hold your peace.
Read it one more
the
time.
Lord shall fight for you.
Yeah.
And ye shall hold your peace.
Yep. Boom. So we like this. We like this. We like this. We like this. You know? We broke the Abashim. Oh, shit, that was close. You know what I mean?
I got one. But this is the book of Luke, chapter
The
8.
Lord with us. So when Jacob trouble, when things start flying, You know, remember how little Kim was moving? we ain't gonna have to do that. Because remember Neil, he said, no, things are gonna move out of our way. We ain't gonna have to move out of their way.
This is Luke. Well, it says that the angels are, what does it say? The angels came around them that fear the Lord. So we got angels around us right now.
Yeah.
The Lord has angels around his men to protect them. That's why it says,
Psalms 34:7, the angel of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai encampeth. Wait a minute. It said the angels encamp. Wait a minute. We're angels and we're camping. So if we're here with message, because angel just means messenger, relax.
Right.
But if we're here with a message at camp enduring, you mean to tell me the Lord ain't gonna send his angels to encamp around his men who are camping, bringing out his word, glorifying him? You know, we're constantly glorifying the Lord and acknowledging him to his people so they understand how to address their power through the Son. You know, it says, if we're with the Lord, why would he be against us? He said, if they that are not against me are with me. We're not against Yahweh Shai, you know? The angel of the Lord encampeth round about them that fear him.
Right, that fear him. You know, healthy fear, because if you don't fear the Lord, then what are you good for? You know, fearing the Lord, you know, that brings more respect. That brings, you know, you being more righteous because you don't want to, you know, go off and do wickedness and disobey the Lord.
Yep.
That's why we're in this predicament today, because we didn't fear the Lord. You know?
It says, round about them that fear him and delivereth them.
Deliver them. You know, so the Lord has, you know, a certain amount of spirits out here that are, you know, it's not playing, what's the word? That are
What you mean?
Protected.
Yeah.
You know?
Yep.
I got a quick one.
Yep. Well, it says, touch not my anointed, and do my prophets no harm.
Luke 18 and verse 7. Luke 18:7. And shall not the Most High avenge his own elect, which cry day and night unto him, though he bear along with them? Right, the elect right now crying out towards Yahweh Shema Shai about all the abominations that be done here in the midst thereof, the wickedness, the injustice being done wrongfully,
The witchcraft,
everything.
the warlockism amongst Jake, which makes sense why now. Like Elder Pastor Gabar did a beautiful lesson about Nate being a warlock, but it makes sense because remember in the time of the temple, Jake was bringing in idolatry and witchcraft.
Yep.
So we're seeing Jake do that now through YouTube, you know? So it's the same characteristics, you know?
And it says, verse 8, I tell you that he will avenge them speedily. Nevertheless, when the Son of Man, Yahweh Shai, cometh, shall he find faith on the earth? Yes, he will. You know, and who has the faith? The hopeful elect. That's why when you read the second Esdras, the second chapter, it says that, you know, these men stood so stiffly for the name of Yahweh B'Shem Shai.
Right.
You know, they got commended. They got crowns in their heads. They got rewarded.
They didn't tell their congregants that you could call them Yo Play Yogurt.
Oh my goodness.
You can call them Yeshua. You can call them whatever you like. But if you're gonna call me. I got your fringes.
Oh my goodness.
Right though? Like you can call the Lord, you can call the God, if you will, that gave you the law. You can call him whatever. But when it comes to the law that this God gave you, keep it to a T.
Wow.
But it says, but part of the law is taking his name not in vain. You know?
Well, that proves that Jake's, remember what's the account when Jake's, it was a time when Jake's, they worshiped the ephod?
Yeah.
You know, so Jake's, they worship the law more than they worship Yahweh Shema Shai.
Yeah.
Like, what's that, the account in Wisdom of Solomon? And it says they worship the like the object more than the creator.
Oh yeah, Romans, let me get that. Where he said that they, who changed the image of the Most High into a lie, worshiping the creature more than the creator?
Yeah, that's what it is.
Okay.
Yes, yeah.
Let's go to Romans, the first chapter. This is Romans 1. This is Romans 1 and 21. It says, you want to read it, Baba Kashan?
Yeah, yep. Romans 1 and verse, you want some water?
Yeah, water. He just started at 21.
This is Romans 1 and verse 21. And it says, because that when they knew the Most High, they glorified him not as the Most High.
See? So we got to glorify. We can't deify ourselves. Demigod. You can't be doing that.
Right, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that movie, The Mummy, with Brendan Fraser.
Yeah.
That was actually a true story. What's his name? What the hell was his name? I can't remember.
Fuck.
But I know the one chick was named Tuxedomoon or something.
Yep.
And whatever his name was, he was a real guy, and he got deified. Meaning when he died, they proclaimed that he came back to life. Like how Nimrod's mother. What was Nimrod's mother name? Semiramis.
Yep, Semiramis.
Semiramis claimed that Nimrod came back through her lazy-eyed son. What was his name? Tammuz? It might have been Tammuz. But,
it was different.
yeah, it was. But when you go into it, the story is Nimrod came, impregnated her, and then he came back, and he's this tree, and all that weird bullshit. Right. But the point is, people are bugged out. So we're not here to deify ourselves.
Yeah.
Like they're doing Nate.
Yeah. Right, exactly. And it says, right, every time Nate come out in the congregation,
women cry.
Yeah, they faint.
Yo, I tell you, yo, you my woman. I see your ass crying over another man.
I make you cry.
Hey, Salakia, where the bathroom at? Fuck out of
You
here.
gonna take it to that slap room.
What you doing crying over another man?
Oh,
now, Yahweh Shai, that's different.
Right, he's a savior.
You know?
Exactly.
But another man, bitch, that's adultery. And then you as a man, too, in that position, you have to understand that, too. Because we could have sisters that have husbands that are watching us, you know? Which, really, you know, you should be watching your husband. But the point is, we understand in this walk the power that's been given unto us and the sheep that need to be led at the end of the day, you know?
Mm-hmm. And it says, they glorified him not as the Most High, neither were thankful, but became vain in their imaginations, and their foolish heart was darkened.
Yeah, the too deep demon. It's always some too deep shit with Jake. Like Polite's a good example. You know? That nigga probably was the first stoning victim when the law was given. Because Jake's always trying to pull you away. Remember Deuteronomy 13? If someone rises up and tries to bring another god onto you.
Yeah, you got to put him to death.
You got to put him to death first.
And it says, professing themselves to be wise, they became fools.
Right. These people out here are so-called like divine prospect with that kufi on. You know, he's acting like he's wise, but I don't even know where he's at. But he don't believe in the New Testament, if I'm not mistaken. You know, but they walk around in this wiseful manner like they got something. And you know what's big on my spirit? With all the knowledge and book smart you got, what the hell are you telling me about the dollar about to collapse or martial law? I don't want to hear none of that shit about ancient Egypt. You know what's coming to this modern day Egypt? You know what the elites got planned?
And it says, and changed the glory of the uncorruptible God into an image made like to a corruptible man, and to birds and four-footed beasts.
Idol worship. Ephod, the brazen the snake.
Yep.
You know, Jake worshiped the brass staff that Moses had made in the time of the wilderness. Jake took that same staff and they started worshiping it.
And the golden calf.
Yup, the golden calf. Then the garment, the ephod. You know? Jake got a heavy idol spirit on him to this day. That means you lack the Lord. Because it's like, if I don't got this. The Lord didn't say that. The Lord was with us before we had fringes on.
Yeah.
You know?
Real quick one.
Yep.
Wisdom of Solomon 13:1. Surely vain are all men by nature.
Right. That's why in Genesis, the breath of life was breathed into Adam. He named a lion Ariyah.
Right.
He named a bear Dab. You know? He was naming them. He was giving wisdom. He was telling these Adamites, don't eat that snake. You know? He was telling them those things. Keep going.
And it says, who are ignorant of the Most High and could not out of the good things that are seen know him that is.
So what they were doing is they were worshiping the sun when it rises.
Right.
And you ever watch the sunrise? Like you wake up early enough you can actually watch the sunrise. It's cool. But they looking at that like that's the God. Then the demon said, sacrifice somebody and I'll stay up. So that, you know what I'm saying? So then they were doing things for rain. They were doing things for harvest. They were doing things to be successful. But they were idolizing things and equating that to getting success.
Right.
Like in sports, Jake will say, these are my lucky socks.
Yep.
If I don't wear these socks, we won't win.
Well, they show that shit in like Mike. He wore Michael Jordan shoes, you know? And that nigga's deified in this side.
Yep. Which I believe the bull goes back to Moloch.
Yeah, yep.
And then sacrifice children.
Yep. And it says, neither by considering the works did they acknowledge the workmaster.
So we acknowledge the workmaster at the end of the day. We acknowledge that this is all through the will of Yahweh B'Shem El Shai. That's why it says, I will not fear man what he could do unto me. See, this place, the wine is in more places than you think. You know, the wine is literally in your thought process because what he's been showing you through your eyes your whole life. So you see something gruesome happen, now you afraid of him. Like, wait a minute, just because this dude killed that person don't mean he could kill you. You know? Just because you see things happen to this person don't mean they can happen to you.
Right, yeah.
Remember he said, who told you you were going to die?
Right.
Right? Somebody come up, I don't know, who told you to be afraid because the water's getting shut off? Who you been talking to? You know?
Verse 2, but deem either fire or wind or the swift air or the circle of the stars, which that proves that the stars aren't, you know,
Star of David,
yeah,
so-called.
It's a circular ball of, you know, heat. And it says,
and that's another thing with the whole Star of David, with that being kind of in the air, if you of the elect, you ain't gonna worry about it.
right.
Hey, we'll find out in the kingdom. Like there's certain things that I noticed Jake, he gets hung up on, and now he's not in the race no more. You know, you just over left. I think I'm gonna sit here. And look, he's watching everybody else. You going the wrong way, and you ain't moving.
Right, you're not going nowhere.
You're not going nowhere. You know.
Well, that's the scriptures. Sirach 3 says, don't try to do things that are too hard for you.
Yeah.
You know, above your pay grade.
Yeah.
You know, and Jake's using that, you know, that star, that's going to Esau's triangle power, man.
Exactly.
You know?
Exactly. Esau uses that for seances.
And it says, or the violent water, or the lights of heaven, to be the gods which govern the world.
Right. So they see lightning and they say they're Thor.
Yeah.
You know? They see volcanoes and they give it a name. They got demons on them.
Yep.
So it's a blessing that we are not looking at quote unquote Mother Nature and deifying it the way Jake is or the way man is. What you got?
This is the book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 14, verse 19. Yet in the church I had rather speak 5 words with my understanding, that by my voice I might teach others also than 10,000 words in an unknown tongue.
Yep, perfect. All that vain babbling and jangling.
Yeah.
Them $20 words. You ever heard a $20 word? Like, bro, I'm not doing it. Superphilic Like, no, bro, I'm good. It said, by fair words they persuade men.
Right.
We're not here to persuade you with fair words, but the Holy Spirit will persuade you by the fear of the Lord.
That's right.
You know? Back into this.
Verse 3, and it says,
What's up, brother?
You know what happened when God's dealing with you?
It's back this way.
How far back?
About 100 yards. You got another mask?
You know what?
All right. I'm gonna have to have faith. It's about 100 yards, so brother, on your right.
oh man. And speaking of masks, you see they got that that BF, you know, the BIRD, you know, F. So things are ramping up with these pestilences.
Hey, well, as birds flying, the Lord will defend Jerusalem.
That's right. Verse 3 says,
Let me say this. See, we're not waiting on Esau, we're waiting on the Lord.
That's right.
You know, we're actually waiting on the Lord. And you said a brother who had a dream, he said an angel came to him and said, we know what y'all are going through. We know your car trouble. You know, we know your pain. We just hold on. Just hold on. You know?
Well, guess who said that? This is Revelation 2 and verse 9. I know thy works and tribulation and poverty, but thou art rich.
We're rich with what? Faith.
Faith.
Because the money ain't gonna matter in Jacob's trouble when the money was used to have you in snares and nets. The money has been set up to put the world in debt so Esau can bring in a new system to free everyone from it. You know?
Damn, he did that shit on purpose.
Yeah.
That's very cunning.
So he gave you something to make you cough, so he could give you something to make you feel better. You know?
Make feel good.
He gonna do something to make you feel good. That shit gonna come with a fucking side effect, bro.
SE.
A biblical. Everybody wearing masks now. I'm coughing freely. Keep going.
And these the words of Yahweh Shai, by the way. Revelation 2:9, red letter. I know
Hey,
that.
well, we've been under the weather, but we're not. I've been all week.
Yeah.
All week I've been through.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
But we good though. You know, we do the right thing, right, Spike Lee? We get the right herb. You know what I mean? We pray. You know, buy what we need to buy and chuck it up to the Lord.
Take it to the chin.
You know.
He going.
He going to buy another muzzle.
He said, "You know where Dollar General is at?"
Which Dollar Tree's closing its stores.
Yep, and Family Dollar.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Family Dollar.
Oh, maybe that's what I saw. Family Dollar. Family Dollar's closing the stores.
Dollar Tree, I believe.
Red Lobster's closing. What else is closed? Applebee's is closing. Tons of them. The grinding, and guess what? All the places closing are a part of the how you say it?
Corporatocracy.
Corporatocracy. You're gonna find out who's really running the show. Okay? That's why that man is wearing a tight ass suit eating chocolate chip ice cream. He ain't in no power.
Right, man.
Kamala calling Montel back. You know, Kamala's Montel's ex, right? You know Montel, the talk show host? He was popping Kamala in the 90s, bro.
Mama Harris.
Yeah, Mamala.
Babylon's a fucking joke. Man, Babylon's a joke, man.
It's a complete charade. And you know what Jake is? He's the jester of it. So he'll be the nigga Sleepy Red or whatever his name was. Yo, yeah, buzzing. The president called me up. We made it.
Wow.
Yeah, mixtape cover on the way. Niggas are done. They're done, bro, and they're being used.
Oh yeah.
That dude, Montel Williams, he had the Israelites on the show before.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, he's cool though.
Yeah.
He's cool. There's some Jakes that are in the circle. They're cool.
You know,
But
I remember watching as a kid. I was like, but now it makes sense.
Yep.
Like, before I couldn't understand,
Yep.
but now it makes sense.
yep. And after that show, he walked off with 2 light-skinned women, and one of them was Kamala Harris. And he had a fine little yellow bone on his right. I said, yo, he winning. Bald-headed niggas in the 90s was winning.
Michael Jordan shit.
With the goatee. You remember Low Down Dirty Shame?
Yeah.
You couldn't do nothing, bruh.
With that one earring.
Oh, it was over. Throw the fucking napkin down and walk away.
Oh shit.
Keep going.
And it says back in Revelation 2:9, I know that works and tribulation and poverty.
All right, break it. Each word got to get broken down.
It said, I know that works, right? The works that we do in the name of Yahweh Shema Shai. The Lord sees our works. You know, and it reminded me of that video when the angel came up to the apostle. He said, the Lord is very pleased with you, brothers. You know? And that video is very comforting. That was years ago. I remember watching that video, you know?
Real quick. Luke 2:49 pertaining to work. And he said, he being Yahweh Shai, he said unto them, how is it that ye sought me? Wist ye not that I must be about my Father's business? So the work that we're working is the Father's business. So that's a blessing unto us, you know, while we're maintaining this position of work right now in our current position in this world, in this draconian system, on this fucking web, this black widow grid that we're on that you call society, you know?
Yeah, man.
Because we're on the grid right now. You know what being off the grid means? Did I talk to you about that? Well, off the grid? Did I bring that up yet?
The last game, I believe you did.
Without being connected to anything.
Yeah. So we're on the grid. You pay light bill, right? You on the fucking grid.
Yep.
We're on the grid right now.
Yep.
But we're gonna be taking off of it soon. But we're maintaining, struggling, but having faith on it, serving the Lord. Keep going.
And it says, in tribulation.
Yeah, in tribulation, we're troubled on all sides.
Just like the that brother's dream.
Apostle Paul said, we have no common dwelling place.
Wow, yep.
1 Corinthians 4:11. What's 1 Corinthians 4:11 say?
I keep going.
Okay, wait, I think I got it.
Okay.
Got it. 1 Corinthians 4:10. We are fools for Hamashiach's sake, but ye are wise in Hamashiach. We are weak, but ye are strong. Right, he's talking to the Corinthians. Now I'm saying, hey, I wasn't feeling too well, but another brother or brothers could be like, man, we had a great week. So it's fine, it's not no issue, but some brothers go through this, other brothers don't. Then when we could be fine, they may be going through something. What's up, brother? Doing good. How are you? Good. It says, ye are honorable, but we are despised. Hey, people don't like us. What I do to you?
Hey,
Right? What I do to you? But we're despised.
speaking of despised, I was at the gym a few days ago, and I was working on legs, and there was a black woman there, and my head said, this bitch, she might walk up and leave because I'm over here. And 10 seconds later, what she did, she walked up and leave right in the middle of her workout.
Jake women act like we don't exist.
So we're despised.
Shame on you, so-called black women.
Yep.
That's
Yeah.
the same thing I get. Every time I walk somewhere, I get a...
Yep. Shame on you. Don't even hold the fucking door open for you. And you came from us. Every single so-called black, native, Latino, Israelite woman, you all came from our loins. We create Israelite men and women. You came from us. We're your elder. Respect your elders, man.
Yeah. And that's the order in the heavens. You know, that's the order that Yahweh Shema Shai gave, you know, the Israelite man and woman. It's Yahweh Shai, the Israelite man, and then the woman.
And you know what? If they get mad at that, it's because you got demons on you.
Yeah.
And that demon will be knocked off you when the missile hits you.
That's right.
Remember like the scene in Doctor Strange when she hit him?
Yep.
Demons are going to fly out of
Yeah.
there, but you're going to be stuck with it.
Yep.
You're going to be stuck with it. Demon going to wave by and fly away.
Yep.
What?
Well, guess what? Well, that black woman, she said, let us burn in hell, remember?
Oh, yeah.
Let them bitches be. That's why it says in Micah,
Yep.
they going to be trying down as Myra in the fucking streets.
Yep.
You know?
Yeah, so stop being so good to them. And we're good. We understand the spirit, but you got to understand majority, they got to get left here.
Yeah.
She literally said, let us burn in hell. See ya. Wouldn't want to be ya. Low chin, I'm going to Asia.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I like Asian food. I just had some last night.
Yeah.
We being funny, but y'all know what we mean. And for the sisters, they already know. Then there's sisters that don't apply to them.
Yeah.
When we say black woman, that don't apply to an Israelite sister of Yahweh Shema Shai, because she ain't black, and neither are we. So fuck niggas and niggettes. Because if the shoe fit, wear it. You know you like wearing Timbs. You got multiple shoes, right? Well, wear the shoe of accountability. This is 1 Corinthians, because anyone else that corrects black people, it's racism. But if we do, you hating. You know? 1 Corinthians 11, or 4:11, even unto the, going into tribulation, even unto this present hour, we both hunger and thirst, and are naked, and are buffeted, and we have no certain dwelling place. See? So we don't have a certain dwelling place. Hi, your lease is up. You want to stay? They're like, damn, like, but where else am I fucking go? I don't want to stay here, but where else am I go? But that's what Peter said. He said, where are we going to go? John 6.
Got you.
Let me get this. No, you had a precept.
Okay.
Keep yours.
And it says, I know that works and tribulation.
So we going into the tribulation. We're troubled by our own people. We're troubled by heathens, you know? We're troubled across the board. We're troubled across the grid. We're troubled of the image that you people are so drunk in.
Well, guess what? It says that those who are troubled come rest with us.
Woo!
Cover one another with these words. You know, because Yahweh Shai, he gave us joy and peace. You know?
And if you trouble the troubled, you're a fucking demon.
Yeah.
If you trouble the brothers that are already laboring and fighting, You're a demon.
Yes.
And the Lord gonna get your ass, man. The Lord gonna get all these wicked ass Israelites too.
And it says in tribulation and poverty, right? You know, being, you know, we not what's the word? We're not above society, if you will, if you know what I'm saying.
And we can't be because of his thick clay, because the conception of the dollar, the way it was established, proved that Jake could never get one up. You know, it was a money grab. When Esau brought money, you know, when Esau first introduced United States to the dollar, he introduced it to 10 billion or million?
10
billion?
10,
No, million.
10 million.
He introduced 10 million U.S. banknotes to the United States. That means the United States had $10 million to divvy out, and that was it. There's 10 million, and now everybody gets something. So Esau gets 5 million, he gets 3 million, he get 100,000, you get 20,000. What you think Jake gonna get? $1. You get $2.
Well, just to say $1 was just like that trial. Remember?
He said what?
Remember out here that Jake, he got $1 after it was. I forgot the trial.
It was a mistaken identity, and the cops beat up a Jake, put his ass in a wheelchair. He ended up suing them, and they let him win and gave his ass $1.
Yep. Out here in this city.
He said we ain't end up with $1 million. We end up with this crib and this pretty motherfucker right here. See, Jake, because it's a money pool. You have to Monopoly. You know, Monopoly. It comes with an X amount of money, and then 4 people, right? It's like 4 people could play. Yep. So then you 4 people only can get this amount of money. So the point of the game is to get more of the money than the other participant. You're not getting money that other people that don't got access to. The point is to gobble all the money up, so when other people are looking for it, it ain't gonna be found. And do you know 97% of the money supply is now digital?
Yeah.
97% of the money supply is digital, and only 3% is physical currency. So anybody that's got physical currency, you're on the tail end of rarity.
Yeah.
Real quick, let me get this for you. So speaking of physical currency, right here, look at this. So right here is an actual certificate that was once respected by the powers that be. What does that say? Silver certificate. And then his ass declared martial law, waged war on you, took your silver and your gold, and then gave you a whole bunch of reserve notes. This is what you call an IOU. Yep. Okay? Because before, they introduced these notes because it was a receipt. See that gold chain? Give me the gold chain. I'll put it in my vault, and I'll give you 20,000 of these dollars.
A ticket, like a ticket.
Isn't that what they did after the Civil War? They went around and collected gold from everybody, and they gave people money.
That's why they took out Abe Lincoln, because he brought something called the greenback that couldn't be held to any debt.
Yep.
So they made a dollar that is meant to be put in debt.
But then that reminds me of everywhere you go, you see cash for gold.
Oh, yeah.
So they trying to get everybody's gold, so, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I would too, you know? Back in
Revelation chapter 2 and verse 9, in tribulation and poverty, but thou art rich, right? Rich in faith. It says that the Lord, he chose the poor of this world rich in faith, you know?
I got you.
And also too, real quick, we go to the G&T. Why do you got it?
James 2 and 5, it says, hearken, my beloved brethren. I'll start at 4 of you going there. James 2 and 4, are ye not then partial in yourselves, and are become judges of evil thoughts? Hearken, my beloved brethren, has not Yahweh chosen the poor of this world rich in faith?
Right, because, you know, in these last days that we're approaching, you know, money's not going to save you, but having faith in the names of Yahweh Shema Shai will, because it says that, what's that in Proverbs? It says that in a day of trouble, silver and gold cannot save you, you know?
I got it. Proverbs 11 and 4, riches profit not in the day of wrath, But righteousness delivereth from death.
Right, righteousness delivered from death. You know, being faithful to Yahweh Shema Shai. Walking, you know, in a godly manner to the best of your ability. Because real quick, this is 2nd Ezra chapter 13 and the GNT. 2nd Ezra 13 and verse 22. It says...
We might need the ETR version.
Oh, yeah, yep.
The easy to read. Shout out to the brothers from Dallas. I had to put that in my back pocket.
This is 2nd Ezra 13 and verse 22. It says the answer is that the one who brings the dangers in those days will also protect from danger the people who have stored up good works and faithfulness with the Most High, the Almighty One. So in these days of danger that's approaching us, you know, these perilous times, the ones that store of faith towards Yahweh Shema Shai are going to be the ones that the Lord is looking for, the ones that the Lord is going to protect and deliver, not the ones that's storing up, you know, money and carnal goods.
Where moth and thieves break through and steal. The Lord don't want us to bet on Babylon. He'll help us in the midst of it, but he don't want us to put our trust in it and say that this is the way. Remember, it says, ye shall see your teacher, and then they'll tell you this is the way.
That's right.
Now, back in James 2 and 5, and then you back in Rev.
Yes.
Hearken, my beloved brethren, has not Yahweh chosen the poor of this world, rich in faith, and heirs of the kingdom, which he has promised to them that love him?
Right, man, heirs of the kingdom. You know, the elect, because it says that, Romans 8 says that we are joint heirs with Yahweh Shai Mashiach.
Yep.
That sonship.
Yep.
Because in the beginning, before the whole world was created, you had Yahweh Shai and the elect, aka the Alahayim. So there's a special bond right there.
Yeah, we're betrothed.
Right, exactly.
So when Babylon tries to put their hands on us, like we're already Yahweh Shai's property.
That's right.
So when they put your hand on me, so when they grab, get your fucking hands off me. That's what you gotta tell them.
Right.
Like when Jamie Foxx, his impersonating Denzel. Well, Jamie Foxx a demon, but what you gonna do? Nigga was funny.
Right.
He said, get your hands off me. That's how you gotta be in the spirit to Babylon.
That's right.
When thoughts come in your head, demon, get your hands off me.
You gotta cry out.
Yeah.
That's why it says the men that sigh and cry.
Yep.
For all the abominations that be done. I'll get it real quick.
Yep.
This is the book of Ezekiel. Back in Ezekiel.
Yep.
Ezekiel 9 and verse 4. And the Lord said unto him, go through the midst of the city, through the midst of Jerusalem. Right, Israel, right?
Mm-hmm. Well, Jerusalem's a people before place.
That's right.
So Jerusalem is wherever the Lord's people is. Mm-hmm. But on a higher scale is where the elect's at. Because where the elect's at, the Lord's at.
That's right.
Because where 2 or 3 are gathered, I'm in the midst. You know, he said 2 or 3. See? Small sanctuary. He didn't say where 50,000 men were at.
Right.
He didn't say where 1 million were at. He said we're just 2 or 3.
Yep.
You know? Meaning he's forcing us to be a brotherhood.
Ooh,
he's forcing us to be brothers. He's forcing us to come together, unlike Esau. Remember back in the day, they make video games and then it would be compatible for 2 players.
Oh, yeah.
Now it's up to 8 players, but it's got to be online.
Yep.
So now you can't be with your friends. So Esau don't want a brotherhood, you know?
Mm-hmm.
The Lord has given us a brotherhood, which is really, in hindsight, the government.
That's right.
A ruling class. If you don't want to be a part of the brotherhood, you don't want to be a part of the Lord, man. You know, going back, which makes you a demon or demas.
And ultimately, that government, that brother is what? The house of David. But Yahweh would die,
yep.
You know? Ezekiel 9 and 4, and it says, and the Lord said unto him, go through the midst of the city, through the midst of Jerusalem, and set a mark, or should I say, set a tawah, because in the Hebrew, that word mark, it means tawah, which means to be exempt from judgment. Upon the foreheads, and that mark is spiritual, and set a mark upon the foreheads of the men that sign, that cry, for all the abominations that be done in the midst of Reverend, like the brother just said, you know, we're crying out to the Lord. Just like a woman that's betrothed to somebody trying to take another man, she got to cry out according to the law of us.
Yep.
The law of the Israelites.
The Deuteronomy 22.
Yep.
You're supposed to cry out if a man's trying to overpower you and you've been given to another. Because if you don't cry out, you'll be put to death with that man.
Yep.
So we, being the virgin bride of Yahweh Shai, we have to cry out. That's why we made the joke, get your hand off me. But that's really what's going to happen when the MOTB comes. He's going to try to put something in us, man. And you're going to have to cry out to the Lord because like a woman, History Susanna,
I got it right here, the spirit.
She couldn't fight against the elders physically. But because she cried out, the Lord delivered her in the spirit through Daniel.
I got it right here.
Just the cry out part?
Yeah.
When she said you stronger than me?
Yeah. So this is the book of the history of Susanna, page 110 of the Apocrypha. And this is it one chapter? Yeah.
Yeah.
Chapter 1, verse 22. And it says, oh shit. I gotta start a little bit.
Just get the point.
Verse 22, it says, verse 21. If thou will not.
Oh, start at 19.
Okay.
I see what you meant. Yep, go to 19. Give him the context.
This is History of Susanna 1 and verse 19. Are you there, Karzaba? Yeah. Okay, it's history. I got you. It says, now when the maids were gone forth, the two elders rose up and ran unto her.
Immediately I saw Kona from Fopi. I don't know, I'm not saying it's him, but he's a self-proclaimed elder, and he got turned out over the Kwaba.
Yeah, that nigga wicked anyway.
Right.
And it says, and ran unto her, saying, behold, the garden doors are shut, that no man can see us. They're carnal, because, you know, the Most High can see everything. And we are in love with thee. Therefore, it said we.
They've been lusting after her.
We. So they wanted to, you know, choo-choo her, man.
Yep.
And it says...
Well, read that again.
It says, behold, the garden doors are shut.
The garden doors are shut.
That no man can see us.
Hold that. Sirach 23 and 18. A man that breaketh wedlock, saying thus in his heart, and heart also means what? Mind. It says, who seeth me? Girl, the blinds is closed. Yep. I parked around the corner. I got my location off. Let's get it.
Yep.
Right? That's a carnal nigra. It says, who seeth me? No, she at work. Right? He gone. I am compassed about with darkness. I'll be there about 1 a.m. The walls cover me. Hit the lights. And nobody seeth me. Nah, ain't nobody see I was coming. I said I was going for a jog.
Yep.
Right? What need I to fear? The Most High will not remember my sins. Such a man only feareth the eyes of men. Oh, right. See, you want to have some secret going on. The Lord watching you. The Lord watching you, man. It says, such a man only feareth with the eyes of men. Is he gone? Wait till he turn the corner. Right? And knoweth not that the eyes of the Lord are 10,000 times brighter than the sun, beholding all the ways of men and considering the most secret parts.
And that secret parts is their mind. So if that's for a wicked ass nigga trying to commit adultery, how much more the elites?
How much for niggas plotting? Right.
Because it said, what's that, Isaiah 29, I believe? It says that who seeth us? Yep. Our works are hidden in the dark. Yep. Going about the elites. Or should I say, the globalists, as they call them,
You gotta respectably give them their title.
Yeah, the elites, they do these wicked ass works in the dark behind the scenes, but not knowing that the Lord is seeing all this stuff.
Nigga, you call yourself Lord Rothschild.
The Lord created y'all, man.
That's you. Let's keep going. So this the spirit the elders was in, right? Right?
And it says, verse 19. And ran
well, you sisters, you need to stay away from these pack of bulls niggas thinking you just going to the class to salute.
Right.
Y'all be simple. Y'all be too simple, man.
Come on, man.
You sisters be too simple. And these men have been bearing false witness on us for years about grape. And you saw what happened to Polite.
Ooh. Yep.
Right? So it says when they bear false witness, that judgment's got to fall them.
Yep. Now Polite's in there, breaking bread with Big Rex.
Yep. Polite in there politely making noodles. Yeah.
And it says, and ran unto her. saying, behold, the garden doors are shut, that no man can see us, and we are in love with thee. Therefore, consent unto us and lie with us.
Let us hit.
And that's what Esau want to do, to Israel, ultimately to the elect.
Yep.
With what? The MOTB.
Yep.
He want to put his, that digital seed inside the elect.
Yahushai's bride.
Right, Yahushai's
He's trying to grape Yahushai's bride, bro. You're a sicko.
Yeah.
And didn't Esau do that during slavery, where he would take Jake's women? In the movie Birth of a Nation, he took Gabrielle Union's wicked ass. Well, she's a complete demon. Her and her daughter.
And that nigga Dwayne Wade.
Yeah, her wife's Dwayne. Wicked ass.
Dwayne.
Lee Daniels, the butler.
Forrest Whitaker.
He was a child. He said the white man took his.
Took Mariah Carey.
Yeah, he said you ain't gonna do nothing, and his father got shot in the head.
Bruce Banner had a battery in his back, and it turned out to be a bullet. Took her ass. See?
And it says, therefore consent unto us. Oh, wow. And lie with us. If thou wilt not, we will bear witness against thee.
So they conspired against her and bear false witness against her. Like he's going to conspire against us and bear false witness against us. That's why I was holding Psalm 64 about hiding me from that counsel.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to hold that, and we go into that probably. That'll be camp.
Yeah, that's why it says real quick, it said, where it said, bear witness against us. That's why it said, who shall lay charge to the elect?
Yep.
Nobody. Because the elect are already justified.
Yep.
It says that they have no gall in their mouth. These are virgins, man. Meaning not actual, like literal virgins, but going in about, spiritual fornication. They're not going to commit spiritual fornication, towards Yahweh Shema Shai. Or excuse me, against Yahweh Shema Shai.
Yep.
Yep. And it says, and that a young man was with thee. So they're bearing false witness.
Yep. They're going to say, we saw you getting popped by this young man. Keep going.
This right here is called, today's terms, blackmail.
Yep. By two black males.
And it says, and therefore thou didst send away thy maids from thee, right? Because when you read a little bit up, she had her maid with her, but she had left.
Because she was going to take a bath.
Yeah, exactly. And it says, verse 22, then Susanna, and mind you, she already has a husband. Then Susanna sighed and said, I am straitened on every side. For if I do this thing, it is death unto me.
Yep, because it'll be adultery.
Yeah.
So if we consent to the MOTB, we're going to die.
Yep.
We're going to die. Keep going.
And if I do it not, I cannot escape your hands.
We're going to need to be divinely delivered. We're actually going to need a divine intervention, because how are we going to, in this flesh, right in this present, how can we break through a bunker or chains or bulletproof, or whatever torture device? Remember it said idol being offered unto idols? So we're going to need spiritual intervention to help us.
Yep. Well, what's that? Daniel 12:1,
Yep.
And it says, verse 22, then, 23. It is better for me to fall into your hands and not do it than to sin in the sight of the Lord. So she was ready to be, but she knew that, I'll keep reading actually.
Yep.
Verse 24 says, with that Susanna cried with a loud voice.
Boom! She used the law. Because in the law, she's supposed to cry out. Ah! Right? You better cry out. The hell you ain't say nothing for. Keep going.
And it says, with that Susanna cried with a loud voice, and the two elders cried out against her.
Yeah, so, Yahweh Shem outside! Help!
Yeah.
Shlak Isaiah, help me!
Hey, remember growing up, and your parents would say, if somebody try and mess with you, you say, stranger danger, run away.
I did that.
Hell yeah.
This fucking Edomite tried to kidnap me when I was a young lad, and I was playing my little wrestlers. He said, come here. I said, come here? Here, come here. I ain't going to you. And he stepped closer. I threw the Rock and Stone Cold down. I said, ah!
Danger.
Ran. And the fucking Edomite cop didn't believe me, man. He didn't even believe me. I got to tell you something, though. So I ran away. And as I ran away, this woman opened her house to me, her and her son, and I ran right in there, right? Tripping, young, I'm young as hell. Cops came, whatever happened. Years later, the same woman who opened her house to me, her son was walking by on the block, you know, at Jake's in the hood, and I was out there being a demon, you know, because I was a Gentile, and the Jakes was gonna beat him up. And I said, nah, he's good. He helped me when I was younger. So his mother helped me when I was young. Years later, he came across me, and the Lord put a spirit of mercy on me to get him out of there. Because he was somewhere he wasn't supposed to be.
That's heavy.
But it's like a full movie. Yeah. You know?
Hey, it said the Lord directs a man's steps.
Yep.
That's heavy.
So it was heavy.
And it's back in the history of Susanna 1 and verse 25. Then ran the one and opened the garden door
to tell.
So when the servants of the house heard the cry in the garden.
So there was sandals sliding everywhere. Keep going.
They rushed in at a privy door to see what was done unto her.
Right, a private door, a guard door, because there was guards there protecting our women from you nasty niggas. Like, we need to be protected. Maya Ka'ala's going to come from a private door. I got to get it since you quoted it, and we're using it. Daniel 12 and 1. This is the book of Daniel 12 and 1. It reads, Salakia, it says, and at that time shall Michael, or Maya Ka'ala, stand up, the great prince, which standeth for the children of thy people, and there shall be a time of trouble.
Jacob's trouble.
Yep. Such as never was since there was a nation, even to that same time, and at that time thy people shall be delivered, everyone that shall be found written in the book.
Right, the book of life.
Yep.
And who's they elect? They're written in the book of life.
Yep.
So it's going to be a time so bad, Jacob's trouble, that the Lord's going to have to send Micah Allah, you know, to intervene and help us.
Yeah. Divine
intervention. He's going to that earlier.
Yahweh Shai, the host of heaven. So it's the same thing. They rented it under her, and she applied the law. So she screamed out, like we're screaming out, and then the guards came through a private door, like our guardian angels gonna come through a private door, meaning where the hell did you come from? To help and deliver us. See? But we're gonna have to be put in a position where our back's against the wall.
Right.
So you gotta have to apply. It's math. It's math. So you gotta apply in this moment. Oh, I need to apply a prayer and faith to equal deliverance. If you're not applying, I'm gonna apply fear and fright. Well, you're gonna get death. You're gonna die. Keep going.
And it says, verse 27. Verse 26. To see what was done unto her, but when the elders had declared their matter, the servants were greatly ashamed, so they're lying in her.
Yep.
For there was never such a report made of Susanna.
They're like the elect.
Right.
They're found blameless before the eyes of Yahweh Shemel Shai.
Yep.
So that persecution's coming. Persecution's coming. Like the Elder Yashwamba say, it's not going to be fair. You're not going to like it, but you're going to have to accept that this is the position it is right now. I seen a demon last night that pissed me off, but the Lord had a spirit on me cool, like whatever. Go be a demon and go die soon, because they offend you. Let it be. Keep going.
Verse 28. And it came to pass the next day, when the people were assembled to her husband Joachim, the two elders came also full of mischievous imagination against Susanna to put her to death, and said before the people, send for Susanna, the daughter of Kelkias, Joachim's wife, and so they sent. What's the part with Daniel?
You gotta go down more, but just keep reading.
Okay.
Yeah.
Verse 30. Verse 30.
It's in 43, but just read it through.
Okay, got you. So she came with her father and mother, her children, and all her kindred. So there's basically like a council right now.
Yeah, it's a court.
Court, yeah. Now Susanna was a very delicate woman and beauteous to behold, just like the elect. You know, the Israel is referred to as a commonly delicate woman, right? Verse 32, and these wicked men commanded to uncover her face, for she was covered. So she was dressed in mouse apparel, that they might be filled with her beauty. These niggas are nasty,
Peeping
man.
Tom.
God damn. At first you wanted to, you know, run up into her. Now she cried out. Now you wanted to kill her. Now, come on, man. Now you want to see it. Come on.
Now you want another look.
Verse 33. Therefore her friends...
Which proves these Jakes and these other camps are lusting to the women that come up.
Exactly.
But you're a man. What you think? We supposed to be friends?
Right. Right, because the word friend means brother, right? Or brother means friends.
We just supposed to be hanging out, reading the scriptures.
Man. What's that term? Natural selection.
Yeah.
It's gonna go, come on, man. That's how the Lord created man and woman.
You heard Young Jock, it's gonna go down.
Yeah.
So you should be home.
Yeah.
You should be home.
Yeah.
Don't put yourself in that position.
Yeah, man.
But us as the elect, it's prophesied we're gonna be in that position.
Yeah.
You know?
And that's why the workplace in Babylon is wicked, because you can have a woman that's already betrothed and she's going to work with all these men, and now they see each other every day creating a bond. Now that can lead to adultery, you know? So that proves that alone that man and woman aren't supposed to be in the same setting, you know, if that woman has a man already.
Right, I think they call the term platonic.
Yeah, platonic. Yeah.
It's my friend. It ain't your friend.
Shit, man.
This ain't MySpace. Keep going.
Verse 33. Therefore her friends and all that saw her wept. Then the two elders stood up in the midst of the people and laid their hands upon her head. And she, weeping, looked up toward heaven, for her heart trusted in the Lord.
Woo! That's what we got to do. We're just going to have to look up, trust in the Lord, and call on his name.
That's it.
Like in Braveheart, they were torturing him, and he just looked up and he said, freedom! Yeah. So we're going to just have to belt out Yahweh Shemel Shai.
And that's based on a true story, man.
Yeah, William Wallace, which Wallace means foreigner. He's an Israelite, you know? Keep going.
And it says, and the elder said, as he walked in the garden alone, this woman came in with two maids and shut the doors and sent the maids away. Fucking liars, man. Then a young man who there was hid came unto her.
So her sneaky leaks. Don't Jake say that, you demons? So they're bearing false witness saying that she had another lover. And so what's that lover gonna be? The mark of the beast.
Yep.
He was hid. You know? Esau could lie and try to say you already got the mark. Hell no. Nope. You gotta remain faithful, even if he lies and says you woke up and the procedure went well. Nope.
Right.
Nope. Nope. I believe Yahweh Shemel Shai got me.
Right.
Kill me now. I don't give a shit.
Right.
You're the father of lies. I'm not believing you.
Right.
Keep going.
And it says, we're not white, it's spiritual. And it says, who there was hid came unto her and lay with her. Then we that stood in the corner.
So you was watching her have sex.
That's disgusting.
Is what you're telling me. Don't it say they accuse us before our Father night and day?
Accuse of thy brother.
Let me get that real quick, since the Spirit's breaking this account down in a beautiful fashion. This is Revelations 12 and 10. It says, and I heard a loud voice saying in heaven, now is come salvation and strength and the kingdom of our power and the power of his anointed, for the accuser of our brethren is cast down, which accused them before our power day and night. See? So that man is talking shit about us right now.
Yep.
He's going to say we got the mark. We don't believe in the Lord. We eating pork. Then he's going to make AI videos of it and say, see? That don't mean nothing, man.
Well, that's Esau. He's a devil. He's the adversary. So, of course, he's going to try to sow a seed of doubt upon you. But that's where you got to, keep in your mind that Yahweh Shema Shai got you.
You know what he's like? He's like when you about to get married and they say, does anyone in here object? Let them speak now, or I got something to say. Right?
It's nothing important either.
Right.
And it says, verse 37, came unto her and lay with her. Then we that stood in the corner of the garden, seeing his wickedness, ran unto them. And when we saw them together, the man we could not hold, for he was stronger than we, and opened the door and leaped out. This is fucking bullshit ass story. They lying. They said, so they watched him, and he ran up to them. They stopped it, but he was stronger than them, then he ran out. And it says, verse 40, but having taken this woman, we asked who the young man was, but she would not tell us. These things do we testify. Then the assembly believed them as those that were the elders and judges of the people.
That proves you Israelites, you Jakes, you gonna believe whatever Esau tells you.
Yep.
Whatever Esau says about us, the whole masses is gonna believe it.
It says that with the G&T, that our people, they believe Esau's words.
Yeah, they believe an evil report.
Yeah.
So the world gonna believe them that we wicked. That's why Yahweh Shai said, why you coming out against me as a thief? Our daily T-Set, man, you was just on my live channel. You posted a precept.
Yep.
Now you coming against me like I just stole from you. What's going on? You know?
See, you need Jakes are evil too because they're using the law against Susanna. Because what the law says, where 2 or 3 witnesses are to gather together.
Yeah.
So it was them two. So that's why they believe, you know, these 2 wicked ass dudes. Because 2 witnesses, but they're lying.
Jake with the law is like Esau as a cop.
Oh man.
You know? He got no discretion, no mercy, no spirituality. You running late for work, where your fringes? I'm late for work. Maybe I forgot them. You know what I mean? Like there's no discrepancy with that.
No mercy.
You know?
And it says, verse 41, as those that were the elders and judges of the people, so they condemned her to death. Then Susanna cried out with a loud voice and said, O everlasting power,
She's
Yahweh.
in the spirit.
O everlasting power, Yahweh, by Shemau Shai, that knows the secrets and knows all things before they be.
That's trust. See?
Yeah.
You getting accused, you getting mad. Man, pray to the Lord. Please confound these lying ass liars.
Yes.
In front of me. Confound them. Let it be put to shame. Curse them. Curse the gossipers and whisperers. Them backbiters. And they're sowing discord. You know? Keep going.
Verse 43, thou knowest that they have borne false witness against me, and behold, I must die, whereas I never did such things as these men have maliciously invented against me.
I didn't take the mark. I ain't take the jump. What you talking about? I ain't do that.
Right.
That's AI.
Right.
You know? No, I wasn't there. What you got?
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 71, verse 1. In thee, O Lord, I do put my trust. Let me never be put to confusion.
Woo, that's fire.
I got to put my trust in the Lord, and
Right.
that's it. That's why Yahweh Shai remains silent. Because you could have a spirit where you want to defend yourself because you're offended. But you know you ain't do it, so you don't got to get upset. Even though they all in your face, whatever. You know what I mean? It's, they can lie. They can say all this. It don't matter. It don't matter, bro. You're going to be like the Jakes when it's proven on Maury you ain't the father.
Yep.
You know? What's up, brother? Good, you?
How you doing?
Good. Right? He's gonna be, I told you.
Yeah.
He getting carried off. I told you. Right? That's gonna be a beautiful feeling to be, justified. Vindic the water. That's what I was doing. Vindicated. We're gonna be vindicated, but we can't trip up while the accusations are coming out. You know you wasn't there. You know the scriptures say that it'll happen to you while you're minding your business. Let me read it for you. This is I don't know what verse this is. This was sent to me, but it says it's verse 13 in the G&T. I gotta find it. Gossip and liars deserve to be cursed.
Oh shit, my hotspot.
Let me see. Gossipers and liars deserve to be cursed. G&T. Okay, Sirach 28 and 13 in the G&T. Sirach 28 and 13 in the G&T. It says, gossip and liars. He said, I'm not a liar like you. You just lied on me. This is live. You just lied on me on national television. They call that yellow journalism. Gossip and liars. Aren't they lying on her?
Yeah.
What's the word? What's the name of Suzanne? What's her name?
Susanna. Sussana.
Oh, it means lily. Oh, it means true.
Oh, wow.
See? So, Sirach 28:13, gossipers and liars deserve to be cursed because they have been the ruin of many people who were minding their own business.
That's what she was doing. That's what we're doing. Hopeful elect. We're minding our business.
So we're going to be home eating chicken, chilling, and be like, what the fuck? Hey, bro, that's you on TV. You're like, what the? You're
Like
Tyrone.
Yeah.
They said, yo, Tyrone, you on TV.
Well, it says, mind the business, right? It says that Esau shall come down hard on you with great wrath because you know he has a short time.
I get it. Rev 12:12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them.
Yep.
Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath,
Great wrath.
because he knoweth that he hath but a short time.
That's right. And Esau knows that his kingdom is crumbling. So he's going to hurry up and scurry up, you know, and try to put that seed inside of us, man, to keep his New World Order ongoing, prolonging. But according to the Bible, you know, a Babylon is not meant to be prolonged. That's why it says, what's that, Job 20, the Most High shall reign upon him when he's eating, you know?
Trying for the wicked is short.
But for a moment.
What you got, Kradazaba?
This is 1 Peter
I'm going to read down the damn verse.
chapter 5, verse 8. Be sober, vigilant, because your adversary, the devil, as a roaring lion, walketh about seeking whom he may devour.
And he's going to devour 99%, you know, of Jake.
Yeah.
He's going to devour damn near all of you. All of you are going to get hit by Esau's tight squeeze, man. You're going to fall victim. Look, clutch transportation.
144, that's spiritual.
You got to be clutch.
It said clutch transportation, 144.
We're going to be delivered.
That's
and
beautiful.
Like, oh, that was in the clutch.
Scarcely saved.
Woo!
You know? Man, scarcely being saved, man.
So it's time to embrace the small sanctuary of Yahweh Shemel Shai. You know? Don't be in this, man, I just want us all to be together. Oh, I don't want to be all together with Jake.
Hell no.
You know, we're still fighting Satan. You got to make sure that you're fighting a good fight of faith. It ain't no demons on you. Making sure you're not a reprobate. And the fiery darts ain't pierced through to your mind.
Right.
You know?
And it's back in, we have more than that? Was it more?
That was it, right?
Okay. Back in the history of Susanna, and verse 44, it says, and the Lord heard her voice. Therefore, when she was led to be put to death, the Lord raised up the Holy Spirit of a young youth whose name was Daniel.
So this is how Daniel got his fame. You know, like you have certain lawyers that one in particular case is what makes their career. So this is what made Daniel's name so great amongst the people. Keep going.
And it says, who cried with a loud voice, I am clear from the blood of this woman. Then all the people turned them toward him and said, what mean these words that thou hast spoken? So he, standing in the midst of them, said, are ye such fools, ye sons of Israel, that without examination or knowledge of the truth, ye have condemned a daughter of Israel?
Woo! So that's what's going to be on these Jakes that believe Esau's lies. You fools. What did it say? You what?
It says, ye fools, ye sons of Israel, that without examination or knowledge of the truth, ye have condemned a daughter of Israel.
So you heard some false accusations and then you believed it. Now you both look stupid, you know? So you remember it says, hear the whole manner, then rebuked. It's about to be 3.
Yeah,
oh, it's past 3. We got to get out of here.
We'll keep going.
Yeah, a little more. Just read it down.
Yeah.
Read it like how vocab does it.
It's a lot. It says, oh yeah. Verse 50, verse 49. Return again to the place of judgment, for they have borne false witness against her. Wherefore all the people turned again in haste, and the elders said unto him, come, sit down among us, and shew with us, seeing the Most High have given thee the honor of an elder. They said, Daniel unto them, put these two aside, one far from another.
Separate them. Put him in one interrogation room and put him in the other. And the one you put him in, make it cold. Make it real cold and let him sit there.
Ooh.
for a minute. Don't Esau do that? That's you and a co-defendant. You both get arrested. Y'all go in separate rooms. You know.
And I will examine the right, see if we got the same story.
He said that you did it. Yeah, man, I swear I ain't do it, man. It was his idea. You all locked up, burnt a cigarette smoking, empty Coca-Cola cans. You know what I mean? Done. He did it. His arm still to the chair.
He got his arm inside his sleeve, his knees.
Yeah. He got
his shirt over his knees.
He got the U-neck. You know?
And it says,
got your ass.
Verse 52. So when they were put asunder one from another, he called one of them and said unto him, O thou that art waxing old in wickedness, now thy sins which thou hast committed aforetime are come to light.
Uh-oh.
For thou hast...
So he's reading in the spirit. He's a demon. So he said, oh, no, because this might have been a fucking ring that they've been doing.
Oh, man.
This might have not been the only woman they attempted to do this to.
Right.
Fucking demons. Damn, that's wicked, bro.
Keep going. Verse 53.
You see why we need to call on the Lord? Our own people are plotting against us. Our own people. What he say? Not all skin folk, kinfolk.
Yep. Verse 53. For thou hast pronounced false judgment and hast condemned the innocent and has let the guilty go free.
Wow.
Albeit the Lord said, the innocent and righteous shall thou not slay. Now then, if thou hast seen her, tell me, under what tree sawest thou them company together?
Right, what hotel room you saw her in? You know, that's what he like. He like, well, tell me, okay, so you saw the Motel 6 on the Sabbath. All right. Then you can go to the other one. Where'd you see her? Man, I saw her around the block. And it was 2 Wednesdays ago. So their stories don't corroborate. Keep going.
And it says, now then, if thou hast seen her, tell me under what tree sawest thou them company together? Who answered, under a mastic tree. And Daniel said, very well, thou hast lied against thine own head, for even now the angel of the Most High hath received the sentence of the Most High to cut thee in two.
And that's what's going to happen to Esau. Now, mind you, he's perceiving all this because the Holy Spirit's on him. Like Acts the 5th chapter. Remember, Peter condemned Ananias and Sapphira because they lied against the Holy Spirit. But he didn't have 2 witnesses, but he had the Holy Spirit, like John 8. The Father is my witness, like the Holy Spirit. So we are justified in what we say because we do have the witness. See? But Jake was using his carnality to say, you're just by yourself, you lack witnesses. Nope. We got the Holy Spirit now.
Right.
Exactly. Thank you.
2 or 3.
Wicked. So then Daniel said the angel gonna cut your ass in 2 pieces. Just like how the angel's gonna cut Esau through the missiles and the chariots. Aren't they gonna cut him in 2?
Yeah.
You know?
That was the point right there.
All right. Just ended on 59.
And it says, verse 56, so he put him aside and commanded to bring the other, and said unto him, O thou seed of Canaan, and not of Judah, beauty hath deceived thee, and lust hath perverted thine heart. Thus have ye dealt with the daughters of Israel, and they for fear company with you. Right. So this ain't the first time.
Right.
But the daughter of Judah would not abide your wickedness. Now therefore tell me, under what tree didst thou take them company together?
He better say a mastic tree, right? Keep going.
Who answered under a home tree?
Got him. But homeboy, right? Your co-defendant said it was a mastic tree. Now you're saying it's a what tree?
A home tree.
So y'all lying. So y'all lied. You're a liar. That's what's going to be found out with Esau. You lied. And the lying lips are but for a moment. Keep going.
Thou said Daniel unto him, well, thou hast also lied against thy own head, for the angel of the Most High waiteth with the sword to cut thee in 2, that he may destroy you.
Perfect. So that's ultimately what's coming for Esau and Babylon and his lying ass lips, is destruction and judgment. So that proves we're going to be justified. The Lord used Susanna as a beautiful account for the hopeful elect to understand when the accusations come out and death is the sentence for these accusations, you will be delivered through your faith. So, man, Barak Yahweh Shemel Shai. So, you good, brother?
Yeah, I'm good.
So, Lord's will, you brothers and you few sincere sisters were edified. We want to say, Call Allah, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Kakwadash. Double honors to our elders and apostles of Great Millstone that do well. Peace and salutations to the Lord's elect. With that being said, Shalom.